What's up, everybody? This is the Hodgepodge Nothingness podcast, and I am David Korb. Tim and Luke both had stuff going on today, so they're not going to be able to make it. So I'm going Han Solo, if you will, today with this. And the Pirates game starts in 10 minutes, so I'm going to make this short and simple so we can get to watching the Pirate game. First time ever, we're going live on YouTube, Twitter, on Rumble, under the umbrella of the Steelers Sanctuary podcast. We're now on their channel. That way you can get both your Pirates and your Steelers fix in one spot. Very excited to be doing this with them. As you guys know, I'm on the Steelers Sanctuary podcast with David Beal and Bob Quinn. So just nice that we're doing this together on the same channel. Just an exciting time for us to be able to do this. Real quick, there's just some different things I wanted to talk about. The first thing I wanted to talk about was just Oneil Cruz and the emergence of his bat this season. Right now, he's batting .267, 8 home runs, 16 RBIs, 12 stolen bases with a .937 OPS. In his last 7 games, his batting average is .345 with an on-base percentage of .406 and a slugging of .690. There was also another thing someone I saw on Twitter tweeted. Oneil Cruz is the third player in MLB history with 8 home runs and 12 stolen bases through his first 25 games of the season. The other two to do it were Eric Davis in 1987 and Brian Roberts in 2005. Just unbelievable. We've always hoped that we would, see something like this with Oneil Cruz. You see the flashes, you see the exit velocities, and you get excited about it. But I mean, now you're seeing it. You're like, my gosh, they can't stop him on the base pass. I mean, he's unstoppable. And then now the power, he's doing it more consistently. Just really excited to see what we're getting from him. Ever since he got plugged in that leadoff spot, it's like a lightning rod for him. He's just seeing more pitches. I mean, when you got a little bit of protection there with Brian Reynolds right behind him, so it works. So I hope this continues. Tired of hearing about Reds fans and De La Cruz is the better Cruz and all this other bullshit with them. So it's nice to see that he's actually coming into his own as well, and I'm hoping he keeps this up, because if he does what he keeps doing, this is one way of them staying in this thing, despite the downfall of other things with this team, if you get what I'm saying. But I'm really excited about Oneil Cruz, and I just hope to see this continue. Another thing I want to talk about was David Bednar got called back up. He did his little stint or whatever, and dude, I am actually been really impressed with Bednar. I loved how Shelton actually was smart for once and put the dude actually in non-critical situations to see how he does. And I look at him and I'm like, my gosh, his fastball, he's blown it by him, and I'm like, huh. And I wonder to myself, was it mechanical that was the issue with David Bednar, or because he did have control issues? But at the same time, I'm like, was he also tipping his pitches? Because it just was strange to me that all of a sudden he's blowing the fastball right by these hitters, and it's like it surprises them. He's definitely locating his pitches better, so it might be a mixture of both. But I did wonder if that's what's going on. In the 3 innings that he's pitched, 5 Ks, 1 walk, 1 save. And yeah, the fastball is definitely back with David Bednar. And if they really did legit fix him, that's a huge boost for this bullpen, because I mean, we'll get into Holderman here in a second, but I just, when you have that extra arm, the guy you're supposed to be leaning on to be your goddamn closer anyways, when you get to actually get him back and he's actually, in the zone with what he's doing, that's huge for them. I mean, there's a reason why this guy was a 2-time All-Star. I mean, we know what he's capable of doing, but we haven't been seeing it for a long time. And let's be honest, last 2-3 years, as soon as you hit the All-Star break, he becomes a completely different person. Whether it's his back or whatever issue it is with him, it's always something different to where he's just not himself halfway through the season. So it's frustrating as fuck to watch this guy every season look the way he does, to get halfway point and then struggle. But then in the last year and a half, he just has not been the Dave Bednar that we see at the beginning of these seasons. So whatever they figured out with him, it's working. And I like I said, I wanted to give them credit for, easing him back into that. They waited a couple games to see what he did. And then bang, they gave him a shot to get a save, and he did it. I like what I'm seeing. Like I said, the 12-6 curve looks great. The fastball, he's blown it by batters again. That's vintage David Bednar right there, and I'm ecstatic to see it. So I'm hoping. I'm just hoping that he can keep this up. I really am. Wanted to get into Shelton. Actually, for the first time during the Angels series, actually went with the same lineup twice. I was shocked that he did that. It only took him how long, but I mean, he actually did it. When he did it, it took 18 hits for this guy. It took 18 fucking hits for this guy to finally be like, you know what? Maybe I'll stick with the same lineup. And it's like, oh, you don't say. It's just mind-numbing to watch this guy be the manager for the Pirates. I just can't believe he's still the manager. But he's done it. They've done it this series too against the Dodgers. They got the same lineup going on today as well. It is, let me give it for you guys real quick. It's O'Neal Cruz, Brian Reynolds, Andrew McCutchen, DH, Emmanuel Valdez, Joey Bart, Brian Hayes, Adam Frazier, Tommy Pham, and IKF. So it's good to see that he's actually sticking with this. That's what you should be doing. Find something that works. Quit doing this fucking shit where you're switching the lineups every fucking time. It's stupid, and it doesn't work. And I'm glad to see this clown is finally starting to realize that. But I mean, there's other things, though, that this guy is just not realizing don't work, and that is Carmen Mlodzinski, the constant putting him in as a starter. I don't know what – I just don't get it. And I know that most of you guys that are Pirate fans don't get it either. I mean, just – so people have been posting this stuff on Twitter. Just listen to this shit. Carmen Mlodzinski is a starter for the Pirates. Batters first time through have a batting average of 195, on base percentage 267, and a slugging of 370. That's it. Batters second time through, 452 batting average, 489 on base percentage, and a 690 slugging. That's how obvious this shit is that Carmen Mlodzinski should not be a starter. Nowhere. I think I even another one. Gary Morgan tweeted this. In 5 games and innings 1 through 3, Mlodzinski has an ERA of 2.40 and minus 4 runs in 15 innings. So only 4 runs in 15 innings. And those same 5 games and innings 4 through 5, his ERA is 19.50. 13 runs in 6 innings. Like, I don't... These people get paid millions of dollars to make these decisions. How in the hell did they not see this and be like, yeah, we gave it a try and it's not working. They called Burrows up, but already sent him back. I don't know how in the world Bubba Chandler is not up with this team and Mlodzinski goes back to the bullpen. They're already hurting. Meza and Lawrence are both gone right now. I don't know how you don't just put Mlodzinski back in the bullpen, call Bubba Chandler, who's doing amazing down AAA. I don't get it. I don't understand any of this, of what they're doing. And I don't know what it's going to take. Like, fire somebody, please. Like, I can't anymore with this team, with this shit. It's killing the team. It's the reason why they're this team actually, and I get they have the injuries. I get that. But at the same time, if you have competent people doing this thing, they win at least an extra 2 or 3, 4 games. And Shelton's cost them that many already. And it's going to be even more if they continue with this guy. But whatever. I want to get into also is they called up Matt Gorski. Had an excellent time at AAA. A 300 batting average, 325 on base percentage, a 529 slugging. Weighted runs created plus of 122, which is really good. 853 OPS. He had 3 home runs, 7 doubles, 14 RBIs. Literally in his first at bat the other day, crushed it over the fence. But what cracks me the fuck up is that as soon as he does that, he's now sat the last 3 games. Like, they continue to play Pham over Gorski. And it's like, dude, I get it. Pham technically has been hitting better lately. The last like 5 games, I think he's batting 275 or something like that. But the guy's got no power. He hits into more double plays than anyone I've ever seen. Every time in critical situations where you need that hit to get that, his RISP, runs in scoring position, has got to be like 0.0, like 3. Like it's horrible. Like I don't understand that at all. Like Gorski, he's a plug and play guy right now on this team because they don't have any power. I think they're like dead last in home runs in the league, or bottom 3 at least. So like, I don't understand this. Again, with Shelton, it doesn't make any sense, and it drives me absolutely batshit insane. A positive though, I did want to talk about one positive thing. Heaney has been absolutely amazing for the Pirates. The one fucking free agent good move that Ben Cherington did make, bringing him in right now, 5 games, 2-1 record, a 1.72 ERA. His ERA is better than Skeens. 31.1 innings pitched already, 31 strikeouts, a 7.7 whip. Man, like, you want to talk about, I mean, look, he's a lefty. It was a smart move. Lefties do really well at PNC Park. But, I mean, he's been going on the road and doing this too. I mean, I think he racked up 6 Ks in a row against the Angels the other day. I mean, I get it. Like, they haven't been doing it as well, but still, I mean, it's Major League Baseball. You go out there and rack up 6 Ks in a row. That's pretty fucking good. So I've been pretty happy with Heaney. Great ad. I feel so bad for him, though. I mean, he's got a 2-1 record. It should be better than that. Just the bullpen and the hitting he has not been there to support him as much as he's needed it. And I feel bad for the Pirate rotation in general. Just the lack of run support so far, and the bullpen. It's just been tough to watch. Speaking of bullpen, Holderman got brought back, and again, Derek Shelton. I can't believe last night you took a guy that has not been right for over a year, and you plugged him in against the most expensive lineup in baseball in a critical game. I don't understand the mindset there. They interviewed him after the game. He said they thought it was the right lane or something. This guy's never been in the right lane in his life. I just can't figure it out. Like, why? What you could have easily did what you did with Bednar, put him in the 6th, 7th inning, see how he looks, and then if he looks like like Bednar's looked, then okay. But no, dude, you decided right off the bat to do that, and I just don't understand it. I puzzled, very puzzled by that. And then sure enough, I mean, first fucking batter, dude. Then you bring in Wentz, and he's got to try to clean up the Mets, and he didn't have a shot. He didn't have a shot. Like another game that Shelton loses because of his incompetence and the mistakes he makes. The guy never has a real feel for pitchers, and when it's time to take him out or keep him in. But this decision to plug him in right off the bat against the most expensive lineup in fucking baseball, Ben Cherington, what are you doing? Like, this is why the Pirates get accused of not caring, because when you continue to have a standard like this of letting managers and general managers do all this dumb shit, and you don't do fucking anything about it, and it's almost as if, like, say what you want about Nutting, I can't stand the guy, right? But like, you really, really are not paying attention, because when you come out of nowhere, like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna make changes, but then you don't really do shit. Like, dude, it's horrible. So I really want to see Shelton gone here. I think the only chance they have, one, if they can hover around 3 back, 300, 500, and they get Gonzalez and Horowitz and Jones, these guys back. That's the only way I really honestly give them a chance. I'll give them a puncher's chance of trying to do something here. And that's about as far as I'll go, because with this guy as the manager, there's just no way. This Dodger series is moving on. Dodger series has been fun. Getting to see these pitching matchups, the Skeens versus Yamamoto, the Keller versus Sasaki. These are like playoff caliber pitching matchups that when you watch the playoff, this is what you want to see in October, man. You want to see these pitching matchups, and it just kills me that we could see this, but nothing else has been done to help this pitching rotation in hitting and bullpen right now, what they're doing to really help see this happen in October. But first matchup was Skeens versus Yamamoto, and Skeens, I think, won this matchup. He went 6.1 innings, only 5 hits, 9 Ks. Didn't give up an earned run. And Yamamoto had 5 innings. He had 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks. He did have some control issues. 5 Ks, though. His ERA is down to 1.06, though. Just been an amazing matchup. Pirates, of course, end up winning. The other matchup was Keller versus Sasaki. If I had to, I'm going to say Keller won this matchup too, technically, because he had 6 innings, only 2 earned runs, 3 runs technically, 6 Ks, 1 walk. But Sasaki, he had real bad control issues last night. 2 walks, but I mean, he had trouble locating a lot of his pitches. Keller's 2-seamer looked really great, and I liked his cutter. He kind of leans on that cutter a little too much, though. I really don't like that as much. I'm more of a sweeper guy, but I don't know. He likes that cutter a lot. But I thought that Keller won the matchup too, but the damn bullpen and the decision to bring in Holderman last night. They won the first game. The second game, they're in it, man. They're in it. They're competing with this $350 million fucking team. If you just make the right coaching decisions, they probably win the damn game. It's just so frustrating to see this and no, it's as simple as I'm ready for Don Kelly. I want to see Don Kelly get a shot here. I'm not saying keep him forever. I'm just saying I want to see him take over and see what the guy can do and see if he has different ideas of how things should be done. And I hope it happens soon. But if the Pirates currently on this road trip, the Pirates are 3-2. So that's probably going to be their excuse, probably to keep Shelton around. But so that brings me to my next thing is you guys probably saw Kutch. He talked about, at PNC Park, constantly hearing the sell the team chants, and how it's really hard to play with that going on. I'm starting to think there's some merit to that. I really am. They got away from it. And as soon as they get away from it, I mean, look what they're doing. They get away from it, automatically 18 hit ball game, double digits the next game with hits. They're now 3-2 on the road. I honestly, when I saw their next 4 teams they're facing, I didn't think they'd win 4 games the way they were playing, but they've already won 3 out of the 5. So, I mean, maybe getting away, maybe it is, maybe it was something they needed because, I mean, put yourself in their shoes. That has to be tough. You got people screaming, sell the team, sell, I think that is tough because you feel like, hey, you're saying that I suck. You're saying that this guy, my teammates suck. And, maybe that does put a lot of pressure on them. But I honestly, at the same time, it needs to be done because changes need made. And sometimes it takes us rising up and saying, hey, we're over this shit. And that this is what you got to do, disrupt things and put pressure for change. So be it. Last couple things, just wanted to bring up real quick, and I'll be done for the day. Horwitz started his rehab assignment at Altoona. I think he has a hit and a walk. That's, to me, is a big deal. They get him back, potential 20 home run guy. You hope. And then other thing is today, Falter versus Glasnow. Glasnow, former Pirate in that famous the Archer trade. He's coming off an injury. He got injured last week, so hopefully, Pirates don't face him at full 100%, and maybe they get a W today. But that's all I got, guys. Like I said, I wanted to be real quick today because I know the game just came on about 10 minutes ago. But that's all I got. Next week, hopefully Tim and Luke will be back with me. I'm going to work on getting guests on here. I really hope to have, a bunch of people start coming in the chat and we can talk Pirates just like we do on the Steelers one. And it just be a great time. Just a bunch of people getting together and talking Pirates baseball. That's what my goal was with this. But that's all I got. If you like what you're hearing, hit that subscribe button to catch as much Steelers and Pirates content as we put out. All right, guys, take care. I'm out.
Is that all?
No.
Wait a minute. The fuck? Why would you do that? Maybe we should think about this.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.